So there was one day that my father had to pull me out of bed. And how this happened, okay? Basically, probably the night before, I probably went to sleep very, very late, like about 2 to 4 a.m., okay? And the next day, because I always have been very, very lazy, I just like stayed in bed, okay, watching some content. Of course, I was already awake for like a while, but I was just in bed, just being lazy, basically, and watching some content. But my father had said to me probably like an hour ago or something like that. He said like, be prepared at I think 11 a.m. because we are going to leave home to go to my grandparents' home because we were going to lunch there, okay? But I didn't want to go, so I stayed in bed at the time that we had to basically leave home. So he had to pull me out of bed, had to push me away, like push me away from the bed. It's kind of a cringe thing, you know what I mean? I was kind of young, I was probably about 10 years old, but like, yeah, I was very, very lazy. I was always lazy in terms of like waking up early. I remember a lot of the times like we had to go early because of, I don't know, a trip or something like that. And I was like, basically, everybody was still basically like, imagine like 4 a.m. everybody awake, to prepare something, okay, we're going to leave at 5 a.m, so like that, and I was kind of still sleeping, you know what I mean? But these days I'm basically the opposite. I completely changed the things, you know what I mean? But I was very, very lazy. So let's start the video, okay? Before we start, just don't forget to subscribe, but before we start, basically I want to just give you a disclaimer, is that I'm not going to give you some like the advice that everybody gives you about how to wake up early. I'm going to give you some more advanced advice, not the same like commit with a friend so you and him like wake up early together, and then you have the accountability, or don't put your phone close to like a little bit away from your bed, so you have to like wake up and basically get out of your bed to turn on the phone. Then it's you're more likely to not fall asleep again, you get what I mean? I'm not going to give the same type of advice. I'm going to give some more advanced advice, okay? So okay, let's start. Just something I have to tell you, just so you can understand, okay? The difficult part was never to wake up early. To basically wake up early, it's very, very easy. Think about it, okay? Imagine you want to wake up at 2 a.m. I think there were some days I already woke up like 2 a.m. a couple of days, not probably 2 times, you know what I mean? Just like to see, and it was kind of funny, you know what I mean? Funny, no, it was kind of fun, you know what I mean? Especially because I have a lot of time, basically. But if you set up the alarm at 2 a.m., when the alarm rings, you woke up. Okay, you're awake, and you're going to turn off the alarm at 2 a.m. Okay, you're awake. You had the capacity to wake up at 2 a.m. But the difficult part was never to wake up early, was always to don't fall asleep again. So that's the thing that we have to basically improve ourselves so that we don't just fall asleep again, okay? So that's the difficult part. Difficult part is not to wake up. Basically, probably, I don't even know how they used to do it before, like, before they didn't have like caffeine, and they don't need caffeine, but they didn't had the caffeine, they didn't have alarms, so they basically just used to wake up when the sun is rising, kind of, basically. So it's not difficult to wake up early, it's difficult to don't fall asleep again, to just like go to bed again. That's the difficult part. Okay, this is the first advice I would give you, okay? Which is have a reason to wake up early. But I'm not just going to say like the same advice that people give you, just a reason, no. It's like a little bit more advanced, in an advanced way, basically. A little bit more specific. That's how I can describe it, okay? So it's just not, you just not want to know what you're going to do, but it's specifically what you are going to do. Specifically. So every step, so that you don't have to make decisions when you wake up. Imagine you have to make decisions, okay, will I go to the bathroom, or will I just eat breakfast, or and then do the thing that I know that that's the reason why I woke up early, okay? So basically I'm going to plan, okay, I'm going to wake up early and maybe go to the bathroom, or maybe go, I don't know, do whatever the fuck you think is the best, okay? And then afterwards, you're going to do this, and this with a specific, probably like saying, okay, if it's a really specific thing, don't put time, but it's like, okay, you're going to wake up, do this thing, and then do the thing that you wanted to do until na. Okay? Be very, very specific. Just very, very specific. So you wake up and you just know exactly what you're going to do. You just know. You just know every step. You don't have to make any decisions. Okay? So if you even are going to do more than one thing, plan it as well. Okay, I'm going to do this thing. It's way more easier, you know what I mean? Because I have like a kind of a reason to wake up, like record videos, but I have a plan exactly. Basically, the thing is like basically I'll call it my morning work routine. Wake up, I always go to the bathroom and take a cold shower, and just to get back here on my room. For 1 hour and a half, I make a script, and then for 1 hour, I edit a video, and then for another hour, I record a video. That is the hour that I'm recording this video, basically, you know what I mean? It's so specific. It's not just like wake up early to grind on my YouTube channel. It's already better than to not have nothing, because if you don't have nothing, you're basically going to procrastinate on waking up early. But if it's still not specific, you're still maybe going to just waste more time. Okay, just let me just watch some videos, or just like, I don't know. It's just like, it's maybe you're like, but I don't know what I'm going to do on my YouTube channel, so maybe you kind of procrastinate. Maybe let's just sleep a little bit more. You know what I mean? You gotta be more specific, okay? Just as much specific as you possibly can, because then you don't have to make any decisions. It's like you go, you know that the word, like you go with the flow. When you have to make a lot of decisions, will I make this and this and this and this time? I don't know, maybe this, but this is hard, but this is easy, and I want more to do this because it's less hard. When you just don't have to make any decisions, the things are just more easy, and you just go with the flow, and it's just more easier to basically don't go to sleep again. Don't go to your bed again. Okay, the advice that I give you is to always go to your bathroom. Never just like this is kind of the same type of advice of don't put your phone close to your bed. Put a little bit far away, so that when you wake up, you don't you're less likely to fall asleep, because now to turn off your alarm, you have to get out of your bed. But because when you have like to get out of your bed, like when you have to turn off the alarm still in your bed, it's way more easier to wake up early, you know what I mean? But you probably already know that, okay? It's just so easy to just fall asleep when you just with your phone like right here, you know what I mean? Because I'm on my bed right now, it's like I found this a good scenario. If I had like my alarm right here, for example, right here, like it's so easy to just stay in bed, you get what I mean? That's why I think going to the bathroom always as the habit, just go to, probably already do that, but there's some people probably just don't have the habit, but probably maybe you do that. But just create this habit, like go to the bathroom. Just go to the bathroom. Like try to get out of bed as fast as possible, go to the bathroom. And try to create like a routine, okay, will I take a shower? Or maybe, because take a shower or brushing your teeth or putting some water in your face, it definitely helps you, because once you like just do the things that you had to do in your bathroom, especially when you brush your teeth and you do some things that wake you up a little bit more, you're more likely to not go to sleep again, okay? So I always recommend to create that. I remember that in the past I didn't do that. I didn't feel any necessity to go to the bathroom straight away. But I think especially if you're going to take like a shower, whether it's hot or cold, I recommend cold, but you're probably not going to do that, because if you're struggling to wake up early, if I'm saying like take a cold shower, it's going to be so hard that you're just not going to do it, you get what I mean? So you have to start more in an easier way, okay? I think the best advice I could give you in like just not go to the bathroom, but take a hot shower. You take a hot shower. You kind of maybe not super motivated, but I'm telling you, after that, you're just going to feel more awake. Okay, everything is just, you get what I mean? Because then you're less likely to fall asleep again, because you wake up. Even maybe you say to yourself, I don't even have to do the thing that I can sleep again, or don't do anything that I. Basically, you can say, I'm just going to take a hot shower here, and then I'm going to sleep again. Just maybe to try to lie to yourself. You get what I mean? You get out of the bed as fast as you possibly can. Once the alarm starts ringing, okay, go to the bathroom, take a hot shower, bro. After that, it's way easier to just stay awake. Okay, so that's something that I recommend. You get what I mean? Because if it's just like just wake up and maybe you do that specific thing of work or whatever, or studying, whatever, you get what I mean? It's just like advice that I give you, get what I mean? And especially like adding the shower, you get what I mean? That helps so much, bro. Every time that I'm going to wake up, okay, I'm just like groggy, I super tired, my brain doesn't work. But I always know that once I take a cold shower, it's just different. I'm just not the same. Maybe I guess I can say this, not the same person. I'm just more awake, just a little bit more motivated, a little bit more happy for whatever reason. I think it's because cold gives them dopamine. I just feel better. So I have to take a cold shower always, you get what I mean? Whether I like it or not, because I just noticed that it just works so good for me. I remember in the past that I didn't used to do that, but nowadays I do it, you get what I mean? When I discovered taking cold showers, I actually would like even more to take ice baths, but when it kind of broke and you're not in you're in an apartment that's not super big and you don't have the equipment, of course you can't do that. But yeah, so that's an advice that I recommend to you. Okay, the next thing is think about how are you going to feel if you don't wake up early. Maybe you want to wake up early, like just to have more time. Because sometimes some people that when they're going to work, school, university, whatever, they just wake up like kind too later, and then they just kind of have more stress. Oh, let's do this fast, boom, 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 boom. Probably maybe you want to wake up more early, just like to have more peace, which is way better. Okay, I mean, you just have a way better life when you just have more peace. You know what I mean? Imagine that you, instead of waking up at, I don't know, 5:30, you kept at 6:30. But your plan was waking up at 5:30, so you could have like an extra hour just to have peace and maybe eat the breakfast with more time, just thinking about, I don't know, chilling basically. Imagine you wake up at 6:30 instead of 5:30. Imagine like the day, a bunch of stress. You're going to feel like shit. You're going to feel like a bitch because you didn't woke up at the time that you said that you were going to. You're going to feel kind of shit. You're not going to feel good. And you know that. You're just not going to feel good. Now I'm going to give you some knowledge, some insight that I had that is going to make you understand why sleeping a little bit more, sleeping more 10, 30, 1 hour, it's fucking stupid. I'm going to explain to you why it's so stupid that you're going to be like, yeah, I'm kind of a retard, and I did it as well. So it's just not you. Like basically everybody already did that at some point on their life. It's fucking stupid. Okay, more 5 minutes. Fucking stupid. Because think about it. Okay, imagine it's 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. 6 a.m. You want to wake up at 6 a.m. Okay, the alarm starts ringing, but you just want to sleep more. Okay, you sleep for an extra hour. But you know that extra hours doesn't feel like actually an extra hour for you. Maybe like you feel a little bit more energized because it is an extra hour of sleep. But you don't feel like the enjoyment of an extra hour relaxing. It's probably for like 10 seconds or 1 minute. Because, like when the alarm rings and then you can sleep a little bit more, especially when it's dark. Like you fall asleep so fast, and in a couple, maybe 1 minute, 10 seconds, or 2 minutes, it's already 7 a.m. So basically, you exchange it an hour of your day for more 2 minutes of actually sleeping. Because it's like you're teleporting, you get what I mean? Like boom, boom, like the time passes so fast. So you're basically trading an hour of your day just to sleep like more 2 minutes. Like, can you understand how stupid that is? Just to feel, you're basically trading happiness, peace, stress, or whatever, to just sleep more 2 minutes. Maybe you want to do some things. Maybe you want to do a video for a YouTube channel that you have. You traded that YouTube video, the video of that you were going to post, the happiness that you were going to feel when you got done that task, for more 2 minutes of sleeping. Has to be a little bit of retard to do that. And I was as well, you get what I mean? Actually, there were sometimes more recently that I did that, and I felt like shit. No, I don't do it anymore, you get what I mean? But in general, since 2 years ago, never did that, okay? 99% of the times. And when I did, felt like shit. And I had to be a retard. It's interesting because it's like the murders of XXXTentacion. You got what I mean? You know that rapper. The thing is, like, they, especially like 3 of them, basically ended up exchanging their life because they got a death sentence for 15K. How like stupid that you have to be. And then they bought some sneakers with that 15K. You have to be stupid. It's exactly the same thing, you know what I mean? You're being stupid, you get what I mean? You're saying something that there's not a lot of value, like 15K or 2 minutes of more sleep, to feel like less happy, to have more stress, and to have death sentence. You get what I mean? Like to get death sentence, how you say, like, yeah, something like that, you get what I mean? Like, you have to be a little bit stupid to do that. That's something when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, like so stupid. Yeah. Because I was like, it's just because like I remember the times, I think more recently that happened 2 months ago, a couple times that happened. I think especially because there's some advice I'm going to give you a little bit further, but yeah, I think that's probably the reason why it happened. That's why it never happened on another day, you know what I mean? But like when it happened, I was like, I go to sleep a little bit more, but then I just feel like a couple seconds, it's the extra hour passed, you know what I mean? So this is an insight that I got, like, that, it's just going to make you think about it, and going to make you understand why you are so stupid yourself to do that, basically, to yourself, no, but to do that. So basically you're going to wake up more early, and when you're like not feeling like to just wake up, to just get out of your bed or to stay awake, you're going to think about it. You're going to be like, yeah, I'm kind of stupid. You know what I mean? That is going to increase the chances that you just stay awake, because now you understand how stupid it is to just sleep more. Maybe if you like you're sleep deprived, you sleep just 4 hours, sleeping more an extra hour, I kind of can understand. But even if you're sleep deprived, I'm telling you, I still feel like shit. I remember some days that I woke up like, I was still waking up early, and I had not sleep, basically not that much hours, but I still woke up early and I still felt better. And there's some days that I was sleep deprived, and because sleep deprived, I slept more, but I still felt worse, you know what I mean? So maybe I'm not saying to be sleep deprived, but just understand like how sleeping more is actually you have to be stupid to do that, as I was, and you're now. You have to admit. Okay. The last advice I can give to you, which is basically the reason why I always have been consistent since 2 years ago when I started learning about this, and why kind of recently, a couple months, maybe a month ago or even less, I don't know, I ended up just doing more this thing of just sleep a little bit more, you know what I mean? And it was just because of one reason, you know what I mean? But basically there's two things that I'm going to talk about here, okay? The first thing, before I talk about more the advanced thing, maybe, I guess, is that you always should have something, time that you can maintain. If, like, especially for like waking up at 7 a.m. Like, don't try to wake up at 4 a.m. You can't maintain that yet. Maybe you want, and one day you can, but don't try to do that. I remember because there was times that I woke up, like I was waking up at 4 a.m. Now I'm waking up at a little bit more later, but it's just because of something I'm going to talk about further, okay? But the thing is, I remember that first I started to wake up at 6 a.m. and then 5:30 and then maybe 5 and then 4. Now I'll go back to 5:30, but there's a reason why. But I didn't start like waking up like just going for 7 a.m. from 4 a.m. You get me? Not that you can't do that, but just don't try to do that. You get what I mean? But you don't even have to wake up at 4 a.m. unless you really want to maybe grow a business. If you want to grow a business, that's the best thing you can do. Okay. But yeah, just try to do the way that you can maintain, or at least at the level that you're in right now. Don't try to wake up at 4 a.m. when, as well, like most of the days you can't wake up at 4 a.m. because then you're going to be sleep deprived. Just I don't know, you're probably waking up at 7 a.m. aren't you? Wake up at 6:30 from now on. Maybe in the future, maybe a couple of weeks after 6, okay. Doing like more, just a way that you can maintain more. That's not like really like super different from what you have been doing so far, okay? So change it a little bit more slowly, okay? Maybe for like a couple of days it's 6:30, or for a week 6:30. I'm not saying like for a month 6:30, but just do it in a way that you can maintain as well. That is more easy for you to can maintain. You understand what I mean? It's just something a reminder here, okay? Because maybe you forgot, okay? Okay, let's talk about the thing that I want to talk about here. It's basically like what I kind of already said here, but it's basically like wake up at a time that you always can. Set up a time that you're going to basically 6 a.m., 7 a.m. But it's a time that you always wake up at that time. Don't have a time that you wake up a little bit more earlier and more later. Don't do that, because that's exactly when that thing of just let me just sleep a little bit more happens. Because imagine that 4 days of the week, 3 days of the week you wake up at 7, and 4 days of the week you wake up at 6. There's the likelihood a lot of the times that you just like, when you slept a little bit less or whatever reason that you like, just say, let me sleep until 7. Because you don't even feel that is that bad, because there's some days you wake up at 7 anyway. It's like, it's just worse. That's why when I was starting to do jiu-jitsu, and I was still trying to wake up at 4 a.m. Because there were some days that I couldn't, because then I would be sleep deprived. There are some days that I was waking up a little bit more later, and then were more earlier. This is exactly when this thing that had not happened for a big while, for like 1 year or even more, it happened just because like I was like, let me just sleep a little bit more when I was waking up at 4 a.m. Because of that. That's why now I just always wake up at 5:30, because even if there's a day that I just not available to go to sleep as early as I was going to when I go to jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? I still can wake up at 5:30. So it's always 5:30 is the clarity. It's always 5:30. That's the thing that I spoke about in the beginning, like be specific. It's always 5:30. You don't have to think about it, like it's so specific. It's so easy. It's just 5:30, and 5:30. That's it. 5:30. So I have no excuse. So there's probably going to be a time in a couple maybe weeks from now on, you know what I mean, that I'm going to be sleep deprived. And I'm sure that I'm not going to sleep more now, because it's just like 5:30. I'm just like so used to it. But if I was on that way that I was, if there's some day that I just sleep maybe less 30 minutes, which is not all, I will probably end up just sleeping a little bit more. You know what I mean? But that was just like so clear for me, 5:30, even in the weekend. 5:30, because in the weekend as well it's not good, because if you don't wake up early, you wake up later. No, if you do at Friday, you go to sleep later, then you wake up later, and then Monday starts, your sleep routine is all fucked up. You know what I mean? So that's a problem. You know what I mean? And you end up not even have that much fun. But yeah, this is advice that I give to you. You know what I mean? So yeah, take all this advice and the insights that I gave to you, because bro, I just believe they're so valuable to you. You know what I mean? Some things that I've realized more recently, some things that I have been doing quite for a very long time, maybe even for a year, I guess. So yeah, that's the advice I have to give to you. So I hope I helped better. And yeah, so don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.